going to. She'll, she won't. It's going to. It's not going to. It'll, it won't. We're going to. We're not going to. Well, we won't. They're going to. They're not going to. They won't. You're going to. You're not going to. You won't. Also, when we English or Americans speak, we often say, I'm gonna, not I'm going to. But we don't write it this way. It's just spoken this way. Take a look at some examples. I'm gonna go to Paris next year. I'll meet you at 8 o'clock. She'll be 20 in June. They're gonna get married next year. I think it'll be a nice day tomorrow. Now, I want you to tell me something that you are not going to do in the future. All right, Sylvia, you start.
I'm not going to play tennis when I am 60 years old.
All right, Alberto?
I'm not going to have 10 children.
Wow, that's good. Linda?
I'm not going to live on the moon.
Okay, great. Now, we're going to look and listen.
Look and listen.
Alberto is not going to have 10 children. Linda isn't going to live on the moon. Sylvia is not going to play tennis when she is old. We aren't going to have time machines. They are not going to be clones.
Read and repeat.
Okay, now let's look at some more examples of how we use to be plus going to and will. We're going to look at conversations between two friends, Susan and Mike. Take a look at these sentences. Did you call Stephen? No, but I will call him now. So Mike decides to call Susan now because Susan reminded him, helped him not to forget. Next example. I am going to call Stephen this evening. Do you want to speak to him? No, thanks. I spoke to him this morning. So Susan is telling Mike about her plan to call Stephen. She decided to call Stephen before she spoke to Mike. Next conversation. My brother is going to stay with me for a few days. Great, I will call him tomorrow. Susan is telling Mike about something that was decided before she started speaking to Mike. Mike answers with will because he decides at that moment of speaking to call Stephen tomorrow. Next conversation. My brother is staying with me this week. I know we're going to meet tomorrow at the cafe for a chat. So Mike is using to be plus going to because he made plans before now to meet Stephen. Next example. Where are you going? I'm going to go out for a walk. It's a nice day. So here, Mike uses to be plus going to because he decided to go out for a walk before Susan asked him where he's going. Okay, we've been looking at how we can use two different forms of the simple future tense and how they are sometimes different. Now let's talk together about the future. I'm going to ask you some questions about your future plans after you finish university. Alberto, What are your plans after you finish university?
I'm going to do a master's degree in engineering.
Oh, good luck. Linda, what are you going to do after you graduate?
I'm going to get married after I finish university.
Oh, congratulations. Sylvia, what are you going to do after you graduate?
I'm not sure. I think I'll go to America to practice my English and study.
Okay. Well, you all seem to have some good ideas about what you want to do when you leave university. Do you like watching science fiction films?
What are science fiction films?
Science fiction films are films about what we think the future will be like. We often see aliens from outer space, from other planets and spaceships, or monsters in science fiction films.
Do you mean films like Star Wars?
Yes, Star Wars is a science fiction film.
Yes, I love watching science fiction films.
Alberto, do you like science fiction movies?
No, I don't like science fiction movies.
Okay, let's talk about the future. It could be science fiction. What do you think life will be like in 200 years? Do you think that people will live in space? Do you think technology will be different? Sylvia, what do you think life will be like in 200 years?
I think that we will all live in big cities and we will have flying cars.
Good. Linda, what do you think life will be like in the future?
I think that we will all dress as the same and there will be lots of robots everywhere.
Very good. Alberto, what do you think life will be like in 200 years?
I think that we will all look the same because we will all be clones.
Oh, I don't want that to happen. Do you think that people will live on the moon? Sylvia, what do you think?
I think that we will live on the moon because there will be too many people on Earth.
Oh, okay, yes. I think that will be a problem in the future. What do you think houses will be like in the future? What kinds of technology will we use? Alberto, what do you think technology will be like in 50 years?
I think there will be lots of machines and computers in every house.
Okay. Linda, what do you think?
I think there will be lots of robots.
All right. Sylvia, what do you think about houses in the future?
I think that we are going to spend more time at home with our families, and I think that a lot of people work at home.
Okay, that's a nice idea. Now we will do some exercises. Look at the sentences and use will or to be, going to. Sometimes you may need to add a verb to complete the sentence. First one, we go to the beach tomorrow. Do you want to come? I'm not sure. I tell you later.
We are going to go to the beach tomorrow.
Good. Do you want to come?
I am not sure. I'll tell you later.
Good. We are going to go to the beach tomorrow. Do you want to come? I'm not sure. I'll tell you later. Okay, Alberto, you can try this one too. I go to the cinema. Who wants to come with me?
I am going to the cinema.
I am going to go to the cinema. Who wants to come with me? All right, Who wants to come with me?
I will.
All right, good. I'm going to go to the cinema. Who wants to come with me? I will. Good. For Linda. You marry me? Yes. Of course. I.
Will you marry me? Yes, of course I will.
Good. Will you marry me? Yes, of course I will. All right. Sylvia, you can try this one.